Because I'm extra. Because I'm extra. Hi, everybody. I am going to go ahead and show you all how I do my eyebrows. So I'm going to go ahead and start. So first I'm going to go ahead and take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and it's in the shade dark brown. And I'm going to go ahead and use this on my eyebrows today. So I start off by taking this spoolie end and I brush my eyebrows up um, in the direction that they go, just so that they can be nice and neat and pushed up. And then I'm going to take the actual crayon end or pencil end of it, and I'm going to go ahead and use this to fill in my brow. So I usually like to start off below. And I try to really just follow my lower brow as a guide, and then I start just brushing up. So I just go in the directions of my natural hair. You try to make a shape that you want so that it's easier to clean up, but up towards the front, I start pulling my pencil up in the direction. So my rule of thumb, and I don't know about anyone else, but my rule of thumb is I try to align my brow with, you see that, where I'm going to contour my nose. So you'll see it a little more as I start to shape my brow. So once I do that side, I'm going to go ahead and use a spoolie, brush upward, brush inward, brush upward, and then in the direction of my brow. Now, right now, it's not perfect. Right now, I'm simply just creating a shape for my brow. So next, I'm going to go ahead and take my NARS concealer. It's a radiant creamy concealer, and it is in the shade Dark Zero Chocolate, or yes, chocolate. I don't know that you can see this, but yes, it's my NARS Creamy Concealer. So what I like to do is put a little bit on the back of my hand, or you can use a makeup palette tray so that you're not having such a mess. But I like to take some out of my container. And I like to use the lighter shade, a lighter shade underneath my eyebrow. For me, I believe it creates a little bit more definition. So here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and continue to I'm just taking a little bit and I'm carving out under my brow. So I think this is the shape that I want to go ahead and do, and what I'm doing is kind of pulling it down so there's not a thick Um, so correcting is easy to correct. All you have to do is take your pencil again and kind of just go in. It may pick up a little bit of your concealer. And what you do is you just wipe it off. I just wipe it off on the back of my hand and then go back in to fill in. And once I do that, I go back and I clean it up. Alrighty. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the NARS concealer, and I'm going to use shade 2 for on top of my eyebrows. And shade 2, it's dark 2, cacao. So that's the shade. I don't know how to pronounce it really, but so I'm going to dip my same brush in the dark 2 of the NARS concealer. And I'm going to begin to outline the top of my brow. So it's not perfect just yet. Right now I'm just kind of creating a shape. So right now this is my shape so far. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a blending brush like such. And right now I'm using an e.l.f. It's one of my older e.l.f. blending brushes. And I'm going to take that and just kind of pat my concealer and pull it down, pat it. I'm not doing so much pulling. I'm doing more patting like so. Let me get a little closer so you can see. See, I'm just kind of patting, pulling in, and just blending it in so that it's nice and smooth. So I'm going to pat it like so. And then I'm going to do the same to my top. So I'm going to go ahead, take my spoolie brush again, and just kind of do a little bit more of that spooling out, blending out, so that my brow can look a little more natural. Then I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush and put a little bit of product, not too much, and I'm just gonna clean up around it. See? Back in with my blending brush. So can you see how my brow is turning out? See? You'll see once it starts blending out. And you can see the difference in that brow. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. There's that one. And then there's this one. And you're just basically blending out. You're basically just blending it out.